Welcome to Motherhood Lifestyle with Olainka. How are you doing today? How are the children? How is your baby? How is your baby doing? Hope they are doing great. Hope you are taking care of your children. Hope you are taking care of yourself. It's very, very important to take care of yourself as a mother. When I mean taking care of yourself, I mean you looking after yourself in such a way that you ensure that your mental health is accurate, is balanced. And to do that, you need help. I hope you have the right help you needed because I remember when I'm a mom of three. I just had a baby 5 months ago, and when I nearly had my third baby, it was tough. It was hell tough because I had we just relocated to a new location. I relocated to join my husband where he lives and work, and getting to a new place, meeting new people. It was fun making new friends, but now having help was very challenging. Having help was very challenging. I didn't have anyone, and I had CS during my third baby. I've had two CS before that one. That the recent my last delivery was also CS, which was my third CS. It was a major CS operation, so it was tasking. Even though my mom came around, but she had to leave at one point, and it was very challenging, very, very challenging. I was becoming angry. I wasn't a woman, I wasn't myself. I couldn't do anything for myself because by the time I take care of the two kids, they go to school. As they go to school, I quickly want to rest, but resting wasn't I didn't get the chance to rest because I need to wash, I need to take care of this, I need to take care of that. And my baby it's when you newly have a baby, it's demanding. Their feeding pattern is quite demanding, so I will have to breastfeed. As you're breastfeeding, they are sleeping. As I'm about to bathe and come out, my baby is up, and I'm like, what? So during that time was very challenging for me. But now it's easy because I have help. I've been able to get help. I just got the help. It's and I'm getting my balance. I'm able to attend to several other things. I couldn't even have a me time, but now I'm having a me time. All right. Back to the topic of today. If you are not yet subscribing to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you get notified as I upload new videos, because this coming year it's gonna be back to back, back to back, back to back. You're gonna be learning a lot from motherhood lifestyle. All right. So today I said I was gonna be talking to you about breastfeeding. How what is this? Because for a new mom, it's a cliche. It kind of, you just hear breastfeeding, you thought, okay, you just bring out the breast, put it in the baby's mouth, the baby eats, and there you go. No, it entails a lot. Breastfeeding, it's deep. Breastfeeding is deep, and it's what every expectant mom, new mom should get knowledge before they get into it. Don't learn from us. As in, don't be like us. Learn from us, don't be like us. Because I learned from the job. I learned from the job. I accidentally become a mom, and I was like, okay. I got married, actually, got married, and before you knew it, I got pregnant, and before I knew it, the baby came. I have no prior knowledge about breastfeeding. At antenatal, they try to give us some some lessons, some lectures about breastfeeding, but it's not deep. They just tell you breastfeeding your baby is good, and some even advise you to breastfeed up to 3 years. So, and you're like, what? Breastfeeding a child up to 3 years? So, and you get to ask more questions like, okay, what's this breastfeeding all about? And I'm here today to answer your questions. All right. So breastfeeding, it's very, very good. Breastfeeding, there are two types of breastfeeding. There is a direct breastfeeding and there is an indirect breastfeeding. What do I mean by that? Direct breastfeeding, it's it's kind of some women think it's an old version of breastfeeding, that you just bring out your baby, your breast, every time you put in the baby's mouth, every time you put in the baby's mouth. It's kind of tasking, yes, but that was my best so far. That was what I did for my three children, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And the second one is indirect breastfeeding. Indirect breastfeeding is when you pump with a pumping machine, or you express, but majorly you pump with a pumping machine, then you reserve it, you keep it, then whenever the baby wants to eat, you just bring the, maybe if you store it in a bottle or a sealing nylon, you can bring it out and put in a small warm water, and you feed your baby, and your baby is good. And anybody can help you feed your baby when you are doing indirect breastfeeding. But direct breastfeeding, no one helps you. No one helps you, mom. You are the one doing the breastfeeding. But amazingly, my kids didn't take express breast milk. I tried several times. I tried with my first baby, she didn't take it. I tried with my I tried with my second baby, he didn't take it. And the baby I have right now didn't take it. She will scream. She will scream. And it's the same thing, and I expressed out I'm giving to her. She won't take it. So I had to discard it. So you have to understand as a mom that raising children, being a mother, it's demanding one. Then you need to be sensitive. Be sensitive. Know your child. Know what works for you. What works for me might not work for you. That's why I'm bringing in the two types of breastfeeding. If it's you express, several moms they express, give to their child, and the child is happy with the bottle and they feed. But some child don't take bottle. I even tried I tried using plate and spoon, express inside a plate and feed. Immediately they taste it, it's a no-no for them. So I just do direct breastfeeding. Excuse me. Direct breastfeeding straight. So okay, let's go to direct breastfeeding. Direct breastfeeding has its own advantage. The indirect has its own advantage too. Both are good. Both are good. Just that the disadvantage of direct breastfeeding is that no one helps you feed your baby. And baby's feeding demanding um at this early stage from 0 to 3 months. It's high. It's very, very high. You get to wake up every night, you feed at 2 2 hours. You feed them 2 2 hours interval. You feed your baby 2 2 hours so that they can gain weight, they can be healthy. But the indirect breastfeeding, if you are a busy mom, you are working, you express, you can get a breast pump of any of your choice. Get a breast pump, then you get a sterilizer to sterilize the bottle, so that your the person helping you to feed your child can feed the child healthily, so that the baby doesn't contact any virus, contact any infection while feeding. So that is the good part of direct breastfeeding. In direct breastfeeding is not the only thing, is nobody helps you feed your child. Once you wake up in the morning, you take your bath and you can feed your baby. You don't need to get it's kind of affordable. It's affordable. Direct breastfeeding is affordable. It's more affordable though, for someone who does have the finance, the money to get a breast pump and a sterilizer. And there are different kind of breast pump that some may work, some may not work. Some may work for some time, and after some time, it stopped working. Then some are very good. Then the sterilizer, some may get bad, you have to buy another one. You buy different type of feeding bottles. You don't just buy one feeding bottles when you are preparing for if you are going to be having and indirect breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding for your baby. What you do is you get your sterilizer, you get your breast pump. Then when it's time, when you can wake up in the middle of the night, express the breast out. Once you express the breast, you seal it or you bottle it, put it in the refrigerator. Then when your baby is ready to eat, you just bring out the bottle and you feed your baby, and your baby is good. Your husband can help you feed your child. Your wand, your help can help you feed your child. Your sister, anyone can help you feed your child while you take a rest. But with direct breastfeeding, no, 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 no. You got to do it yourself. Even though it's cheaper, it has its own health benefit. Do you know that when a baby is born, between 30 minutes, within the 0 to 30 minutes that a baby is being born, the first breast milk they're able to suck directly from you, it's an immunization. You don't know. Okay, now you know. It is the best God given immunization that a child can have. Immediately you have, for expectant mothers, immediately you have your baby, take your baby to your breast. Take your baby to your breast. Put the breast in the baby's mouth. Press it. Let that first milk enter the baby's mouth, and you see the difference. It's amazing. I have friends whose child falls sick several times. My children don't have a cold. They don't, except maybe when they are growing teeth, then they have temperature here and there, and that's all. They are healthy. My son will jump and fell down and still bounce up. So it's very important for expectant mom. But if you have had a baby, your next baby, try it for the child and you see the difference. You see it. It's very good. So back to the direct breastfeeding. But direct breastfeeding, you put your baby to breast. Every time put your baby to breast. And there's something I want to tell you that they didn't tell me. I wasn't told when I was becoming a mother. You will run out of milk. Yes. You will definitely run out of breast milk at one point or the other. And your baby, when you are doing purely exclusive breastfeeding, you will run out of milk. The baby keeps eating, taking, and if you are not taking care of yourself, you will run out of milk. And when you run out of milk, what do? You know, 90% of the breast milk is water from your body. So you need to take in as much as possible water, constantly taking water. Take water constantly so that you don't get dehydrated. Remember when you're pregnant, they kept on telling you to drink water so that you don't get dehydrated. Same way when you're breastfeeding exclusively and you don't take enough water, you start feeling headache. You start feeling stressed. You start feeling stressed. And it's not good for your health as a mother. So take enough water. Drink enough water. Ensure you are drinking at least a liter of water daily. That way, your body can produce more milk. Your body produce milk at every time at demand. Your baby is feeding on demand. As your baby is demanding for it, it's sending the signal to your brain. Then from your brain, it releases the breast milk down. So you need to take water. And remember, as you are breastfeeding, that's why breastfeeding is good, because you get to lose those baby fats. You shed the weight, you shed it. But as you eat more and eat more, that's why you see some people, some mothers, when they newly put to bed, you see them, they've shed weight. Within 1 month, the weight is gone. But after a while, the weight comes back. Okay, we'll talk about that one later. But right now, we're talking about breastfeeding exclusively. So I've talked to you about the importance of exclusive breastfeeding. Is very, very good. If you can breastfeed directly, express and use a breast pump or manual express. If you can't afford it, you can sit down, because when you nearly give birth, here's the point: when you nearly mm, give birth, the breast milk will come at once. As in, your breast will be heavy, heavy. The breast is ready to feed your baby because you have been putting the breast to you have been putting your baby to breast. You have putting your baby to breast. The baby is just taking small, small, gradually, just a little. But at one point like this, the breast milk will come up at one time, and your breast becomes heavy. That time is the time to express. If you are gonna, you can express it out, because if you go keep there, if you keep it there and your baby didn't suck, you didn't express it, it becomes it gives you it's harmful for your health. You find out that you're sick, you are not just getting yourself, and you you're not getting yourself, and it's not good for you. So when the breast come like that, you can breast milk, you can express it and keep press it. Put a cup by your breast and express. Put a cup by your breast and express. Okay, as I was saying, you can how to express manually. Get a maybe a cup or something like this that has cover. Then you bring it out. Get a comfortable sit comfortably. Then you bring your breast out. You will press without wearing a bra. Don't wear a bra. Don't wear a bra when you want to manually express. You put the cup to your breast and you express. You express. As you are pressing, it will come out. And as you are pressing this, as you are expressing this breast, this milk will be coming out from here. So it's important that maybe you wrap it up or you put another cup here, and so that you can express. Also, as you are expressing here, you can hook it down and express. Just put it there so that the breast milk that, because as you're expressing, it's like a baby, your baby is sucking. And this also, we want to breast milk will be coming from getting ready here. So that's that about expressing manually. You express manually, and that's why I say you get a cup or a plate that has a cover. Then you immediately close it, because there are germs everywhere. You don't want your baby to contact germs while feeding. So immediately when you are done, that's why you come to where you want to express the breast milk with a cup or a plate that has cover. So as you open it and drop the cover face the up, then you express. When you are done expressing, immediately you cover it and keep that way. So that way you can be able to then for mothers, for new moms, how to really, at times your baby is sucking and the baby is still crying, you don't know what's going on, and you have been there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, the baby is just crying, you are wondering what's going on. It's because the baby is not feeding well. It's not feeding well. Your baby is not feeding well, or you are not producing enough milk. You thought you are, but you are not. You are not. I experienced that. So how to get for you to know that you are um producing enough milk for your baby to feed well? Take a plate or a cup like this, put it, express the breast in, and express and empty the breast inside that plate, and you get to know the quantity of milk that is coming out from your breast. You'll be shocked. You'll be amazed that you are not producing enough milk. Several times the milk has stopped coming, flowing, and the baby is just there sucking in air, which is very, very bad. It's not good. So you have to ensure that your baby is sucking milk, not air. So you bring out a cup for you to know that you are really producing enough milk for your baby to feed well. Bring out a cup or a plate, express the breast milk out for you to see yourself. That is for those who are doing direct breastfeeding. Express it out and see for yourself that you are producing enough milk. And if you are not producing enough milk, you need to eat healthily, you need to drink a lot of fluid. And I recommend that you take oats, coca oats. Eat coca oats with milk. And if you cannot afford to buy coca oats, buy pap. Drink a lot of pap, hot pap. Drink hot water. If you just deliver from maybe like within 1 month, be drinking hot water. Drink hot water. Hot water will allow you produce enough milk. Will allow you to produce enough milk. So you drink enough water, as I've said. I've told you, you have to drink enough water. Drink enough water. When you drink enough water, drink more. Then you come back again and express. Now you see the difference from when you started breastfeeding. So don't allow your baby taking in air. It's not good. It's not good for their lungs. The air will go in. That's why it's better you allow your baby. I explained in my my previous video about how to breastfeed your baby exclusively, how you allow your baby to open their mouth so that their mouth will latch on the dark circle of the breast nipple. Not only the nipple, if they are sucking the nipple, they will be sucking air with the nipple alone. So you allow your baby to position your baby very well. You can watch that video again so that you'll be able to get that right. So back to what I was saying. Your baby is crying because he's not feeding well. When your baby eats and they are okay, they won't be crying. They won't be crying. I have that experience with my first child. I didn't know that she was not feeding. She was not getting filled. I was just feeding. I will be there. I was frustrated. I was crying that this baby is not feeding well. She's not allowing me. You feed her now. Before you know it, she's crying. And she wasn't gaining weight. I was, whoa, look at what's going on. This baby ought to have been gaining more weight. Not until I got to know that I had to express and get to know that she wasn't feeding well, and she doesn't want to take any other thing apart from the breast milk. So I had to take a lot of fluid, take a lot of fluid. Then you need to eat a lot of eat watermelon. Take note of this. Eat watermelon. Those are the fruits that enhances breast milk, the flow of breast milk. Eat watermelon. Eat cucumber. Eat a lot of cucumber and drink a lot of water. Eat cucumber, eat watermelon a lot, then drink a lot of water. That way you will produce. Then you can take your oats as breakfast. You can drink pap as breakfast, and that way you will. It's also good for those pumping, when you are using the pumping machine, breast pump rather. You need to drink a lot of water. 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 Eat watermelon. Eat cucumber. Those are the two fruits that enhances the flow of breast milk. Eat those two fruits and your baby will be fine. You'll be able to have your baby will be happy. You will be happy also, because what makes baby? Why do your baby cry? I will talk about that in my next video. I hope you have learned one or two things from this today. If you find this video helpful, kindly drop your comments. And if you have any question, drop it in the comments section and I will attend to your comment. Thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye.